this crazy idea to ride my bike around the world, but in stages, because I didn't want to do it and take a year off and affect my life, relationships, my work. Initially, and still is mainly, for my friends and family to track me on my journey, and also just to show you it can be done. The downside, you have to leave the motorbike at the destination you leave, so you have to write off the motorbike for that period you want to do the tour. Let you into a secret. You can park at almost all airports free of charge in a short-term car park, which is secure, safe, CCTV, mostly covered. Doing it this way means you're very flexible. For me, that's really, really important, so I can go and be very spontaneous and do which city, wherever I want, whenever I want, according to my schedule. And I'm usually doing that in like 4 days to 7 days, sometimes a little bit longer. So I'm using my holidays and bank holiday long weekends, this kind of thing. And it's quite easy to do it that way. So if you're interested in following the trip, hit the subscribe button here. And then there's a bell button, which means you'll be updated of any of the future videos as I go. And you can follow the journey, have a laugh at me, because I'm making a lot of mistakes. It's good fun, and I'm making fun of myself, but I'm really, really enjoying it. It's the most amazing thing I've ever done.
So, if you remember last time, we were in Rome and we had half a day to kill, so we want to do a local ride. So we checked Google for any sort of historical or, beautiful places to visit. And this one place just came up called Civita di Bagnoregio. So we decided to head there, and on the last episode you saw en route that we went to Bracciano Castle. So now we're heading to Civita di Bagnoregio, and wow, this place was one of the most impressive things I've seen, and it is what this trip is all about, because I never knew this place existed. We had no agenda, no plan, we just Googled it, and we headed for this town, and it was absolutely stunning, as you see from the pictures and video coming up. So let this be an inspiration to you. God knows how many other places are like this that we just don't know or haven't heard about, which has influenced my decision, in fact, to loop around after we go to Greece, Albania, Montenegro, Croatia, Slovenia, to loop back around Italy again, because Italy is just full of beautiful places. So that is definitely on the agenda and what we're aiming to do going forward. So just watch now and you'll see this fantastic place, this city. You can walk all the way up into the city. It's a tiny little bridge pathway that goes up to the top. It's only big enough for a small little electric buggy, I think, so it makes everything difficult getting goods in and works done, etc. But anyway, check it out.
We've just arrived in Bagnoregio. This city in the background here is called Civita. The drive here was really cool. Lots of twisters, countryside everywhere, lakes, and some new tarmac, so that made it even nicer. As you can see here, it's a pretty spectacular view all the way around. Lovely. So yeah, it was good. So what do you reckon? Now it's our first proper decent drive since your arrival.
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, a little walkway up there. We're gonna have a walk up there.
Yeah, you can see that.
More photos and see what else.
So this place here, what was it about? I mean, if you was to drive here direct from Rome, you'd probably do it in less than an hour. But of course, we're doing the sort of twisters and turned off highways and turned off toll roads, and it took us about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
But it was just an awesome ride. Loved every minute of it, actually, to be fair. Looking forward to the way back, because we came north of Rome, and now we're going to go back south into the centre of Rome later for a nice night in the town in Rome centre.
So, I'm sure you'll agree, Civita di Bagnoregio is an amazing city and definitely worthwhile visiting. So that just left me and Neil to ride back to Rome and then have a night out in Rome before putting our bikes at the airport car park and going back to our homes and deciding on the next leg. The next leg really entails getting to Bari in two different ways, because Neil's going to go one way and I'm going to go another because of timelines, but that's the ultimate goal. So until next time. Okay, hi all. I've just arrived in Rome, Fiumicino airport. I flew on the red-eye from Abu Dhabi, and I arrived this morning. You see, just the sun has risen. It's now 7:30. So I'm at the car park here where I've had it for just over a week. Today is going to be the last trip of this year, because the plan is to park it for winter, which is just 4 months, and then pick it up again at the beginning of March, and then continue with the journey into Greece. So today I'm pretty much going to leave Rome, go to a town called Tivoli, which is supposed to be very, very beautiful. I think it's a UNESCO World Site. So I'm going to drive there, then after that I'm going to go across to Pescara, which is on the east side of Italy, on the Adriatic coast, and then drive south past Vasto, Tomoli, Parco Nazionale di Gano, to Barletta, and then finally Bari, which is where I'm going to park the bike and leave the bike for winter. So this I'm going to spend 2 nights to get there, and then I'm gonna get back to the UAE and have a nice winter in the UAE, because the weather is gorgeous, lots of things to do in the UAE. So that's the plan. So as you can see, the bike is here. I've not started her. Let's see if the Japanese machinery is as consistent as ever. So I've just switched it on. There we go. Perfect. So next time you see me, we're going to be in Tivoli, and I'll give you some photos and video there. So what can I tell you about Tivoli? Well, it's in the commune of Greater Metropolitan Area of Rome, in the region of Lazio, and has a wide range of fantastic attractions and sites and places to visit. Roman settlement during the reign of the Emperor Hadrian, due to its strategic location, which is on the river Anien. And during the Middle Ages, the Tivoli became under the control of the Papal States and was fortified with a defensive network and city walls. And at the time of the Renaissance, the magnificent Villa d'Este was constructed. So, places of interest, which I think you can check out, although bear in mind these places are all sort of in different locations and require you to spend a few hours in each. So you need more than a day, I believe, than which I was there. So you probably need at least a weekend. So some of the places that you can check out in Tivoli are the following. Villa Adriana. Most people don't know, but to the immediate west of Tivoli you can find an immense complex that was created for the Roman Emperor Hadrian. You also have Villa d'Este Gardens, best known in Italy and represent the pinnacle of Italian landscape and garden design. You have Villa d'Este Palace. You have Via del Castel. You have Rocca Pia, which is an ancient medieval fortress that was built during the 15th century. You also have Tivoli Cathedral, Villa Gregoriana, Chiesa di Sant'Andrea, Tempo di Vesta. You also have a Roman amphitheatre there, and also Piazza Giuseppe Garibaldi. So, as I said, you can do all these, but you just need enough time, which I didn't on my fleeting visit. So, you also have the town, the centre town to walk through, which you can see me driving through now, which is a motorcyclist's dream. It was very, very nice driving through these little nooks and crannies. And this just led me pondering the journey going forward, which was on to Pescara. So I was just enjoying this nice little ride here for a while, and then I will push on to Pescara. And from Pescara I would head south towards Bari, which will close the journey for this tour this year and wait for next summer. So upon arrival in Bari after the long drive, there was only one thing left to do, and that was to get some dinner. And I went to El Pescatore, which is
the one thing I heard is crime is rife in the south of Italy, and especially for motorbikes. So I took this into my own hands and decided that I needed to protect my stallion. And here she is in my room. So I was not leaving anything to chance.
So the next day it left a couple of places to visit en route to Putignano, which is where my friend Vito's father lives, who kindly offered to store both mine and Neil's bike for the winter, whilst I enjoyed the winter in the UAE, which is where I live, where I do a lot of other sports, off-road motorcycling, wingsuit diving, etc., enjoying the weather. So thanks Vito, thanks Lello, and we will see you next year.